Hansi Flick is heavily linked with the Barcelona job, and today Harvey will delve into exactly how this man will reignite the sleeping giant.
So here's how Hansi Flick could potentially set up his Barcelona side if he is to join them. And that is starting with ter Stegen in goal. There's no surprises there. Araujo and Koundé as the two centre-backs. Araujo is a man that Barcelona really do want to keep, and he will not be going anywhere, no matter who the manager is for Barcelona. Koundé, his future is still uncertain, it's still up in the air. There's potential he could go, but I suspect that he will stay, along with Cancelo, who is currently at the club on loan, but I think they will agree the full buyout clause for Cancelo, and I think he could be a man that is key for Hansi Flick. And at left back, I've gone for Balde, and I think his potential could certainly be unlocked under Hansi Flick. And in the number 6 role, I've gone for a potential new signing that Barcelona could make under Hansi Flick, and that is Joshua Kimmich. He is a man that knows Hansi Flick very, very well, and I think if he is to join Barcelona and play in that number 6 role, he will be crucial if Flick is to join Barcelona and implement this system, which he has promised he would. He'd implement a Barca style, but also a style on the tactics that he won the treble with at Bayern, so very exciting for Barca fans. In the two number 8 roles, I've gone for Pedri, and I've gone for Gavi, and Gavi, just like Kimmich, will be another crucial player in this system if Flick is to take over Barca. Meanwhile, he partners with Pedri, and as we know, Pedri is a super young, talented player. And on the right, we have Yamal. He is a talented 16-year-old. He is playing out of his skin at the moment, and Barca fans are loving him, and I could absolutely see why. He will definitely be in this system with Flick. There's no reason why you'd get rid of him. On the left, we got another new signing, just like Kimmich. He's another man from Bayern, and it is Gnabry, because Barca are actually heavily linked with Leroy Sané, and he is on their list for summer targets, but to sign Kimmich and Sané would be very unrealistic. So I've gone for a cheaper option that has a very similar profile to Sané in Serge Gnabry, and he's out on the left. And up front, his former partner, Gnabry's former partner, Lewandowski. He's been performing for Barca brilliantly, been scoring goals, and he knows how to score goals under Hansi Flick too. Again, no debate needed. He is Barca's number 9. Now, let's get into the tactics of Hansi Flick's potential Barcelona team. Now, let's start off with the number 6 role. As I mentioned earlier, Joshua Kimmich is very, very crucial for this system if he is to join Barcelona. And that means if he is to join Barcelona and play in that number 6 role, we could see Frenkie de Jong move on. Not only because he can't really play in that number 6 role, and he's not really going to play over Gavi and Pedri. It's the fact that Barcelona, as we know, have a lot of financial issues. So to sign someone like Kimmich, which for me, if Hansi Flick is to come in, signing someone like Kimmich or Kimmich himself is really, really pivotal. And if they are to sign someone like him, there's a lot of issues financially that they probably wouldn't be able to do it unless they move a player on. Now, de Jong is obviously worth a lot of value. He's got a big market value, and he could be offloaded, big wages as well, and that could definitely free up space for a signing like Kimmich in that number 6 role. Now, this is where we could potentially see Kimmich from that number 6 role dropping into the back line here to create a back 3 along with Koundé and Araujo, and then that then allows the two fullbacks of Balde and Cancelo to push up the pitch and sort of be asked upon to create attacks. Now, this is where I said Balde's potential could certainly be unlocked here, because Balde is sort of taking up a very completely new position at Barcelona, and Cancelo, this is why I said he'd be pivotal for Hansi Flick's system, or this is why I said Flick would love him, because Cancelo, his strengths are going on the front foot. Defensively, he's not the best, he's not awful, but he's not the best, but when he's on the front foot, when he's asked to attack, he is fantastic, and he's great fullback, and he's got such a good set of skills to play in a role like this for Hansi Flick. And Kimmich in here, this allows Barcelona to sort of have a lot more freedom in build-up play. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, the main reason for this is so the fullbacks can push up the pitch and they can really dominate the team. But Kimmich in that sort of back 3 here definitely helps with build-up play from coming out the back. So there's sort of, in this system, in this new formation, sort of creating a 3-4-3, as you can see, there's definitely a lot of advantages to this system. It's not even just the fullback pushing up, but also Kimmich helping out in the build-up play. And this is where Gavi's role could be pivotal, as he'll push up to help the attack, and Pedri will be left alone monitoring the midfield. And if Gavi does push on at times to help the attack, this could certainly help Barcelona create a bundle more chances and create more goals for themselves. When Barcelona progress into the final third, this is where you'll see Kimmich push up next to two midfielders, creating almost a 2-3-5 formation. And this is where players in the central areas can rotate depending on the situation. Joshua Kimmich is pivotal in order to allow the team to easily transform into this formation at the beginning of attacks. The German also has fantastic work rate and is great at pressing, and this is a key ingredient in a Hansi Flick system. Hansi Flick will look to implement a high gegenpressing system very similar to Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. And as we know, Klopp has been heavily linked with Barcelona, but the German joining Barcelona is very unlikely due to him wanting a break after spending so long at Liverpool. And as you can see, I've quickly changed the board around, and that's because in Flick's system, what he'll look to do is for the opposition, or force the opposition, to play the ball out to the wings, whether that's to the fullback or to the centre-back. But what he'll look to do then is then press the opposition, making sure that they have no time to think of what to do and no time to actually play the ball. And that's where they'll pounce on the opposition, pinch the ball off them, play it into the box, and that's where their attackers will come in and score goals. Flick is also a big fan of counter-pressing, and this will be expected to be drilled into his Barcelona side. So as soon as Barcelona lose the ball, the players will switch on immediately, swarming the opposition, and this proved to work very well during Flick's time in Germany. And this can certainly help Barca's defensive issues that they have stumbled upon this season. Gavi will play a pivotal role and will arguably be the most important member to Hansi Flick's Barcelona side, as in this system he will have a free roam role which dictates the way Barca will play. And I've just quickly changed the formation round, so as you can see, this is now ter Stegen in goal, and this is now Lewandowski up front, contrary to before. And this is where Barcelona, as you can see, are in a 4-3-3, so Gavi is part of a three-man midfield here. So this is where Barcelona can dominate the ball. However, if Gavi decides to push up and go and attack, that makes it a 4-4-2 or 4-2-4. This allows Barca to then go more on the front foot and attack a lot more and be more attack heavy. This was actually a similar role that Thomas Müller had under Flick whilst playing at Bayern. And the difference between Gavi playing this role compared to Müller is his excellent ability to retain the ball.
Do you think Hansi Flick would succeed at Barcelona? Comment down below. Anyway guys, like and subscribe for more content just like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.